There we go. That should get us rolling again. How many turns do we... Oh, shit. I need to... Hold on a second. I need to specifically load... Okay. So... I need to specifically load... What's it under? Crap. Here. Okay, it did save, but it looks like we lost a few turns. Because of course we did. Because of course we lost a couple turns. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, that was a pretty heavy-duty crash. Haven't seen one of those in a little bit.
It's strange how a few of the world's great problems are solved by people who remember their algebra.
Crap. Yeah, we lost 3 turns there, because we're still researching anatomy. Alright, look. Can't help it. So, whatever. Yeah, you were digging a coal mine here. You were going this way. Frustration. Oh, crap. How far along did I send these? No. Did I send one to Fort Slate yet? I don't know. Well, this is incredibly annoying. What about over here? I need to redirect this to go hunt those. Our big epic battle will have to resume from the start. Curses. Alright, fine, whatever. I'll just put that to live chat like it should be, and... Fortunately, there's not really anything else I can do. There's not much I can do about this. Other than plot and scheme against all of these different religions. Alright, I'm gonna put them here this time. Alright, you were here digging a shaft. You were, send you, I guess, to here? At some point I'm gonna have to look through all my cities to check and see. I guess those old enforcers are still kind of relevant. They're still doing their part, as it turns out. Okay, you got sent up to Canal City. I remember that much. You were sent to do something somewhere? I don't have any clue what I was doing with this particular guy. Go find a mountain to climb and dig a mine into. Oh, here you go. Yeah, that's a great spot. Go in that area. Alright. bum. Alright. Attempting this again. What am I going to do with all this money? If I finish all this conquest and the money doesn't get consumed by it, I won't have any idea what to do with it. Alright. Alright. Bonk. Oh, what? Oh. Alright. Yeah, go over there. You can go over here. I think you can go to Flame Wheel. Capital is going to receive some real soon. Alright, there's a new mountain to conquer. Receiving the Great Farmer in a second. You guys can just heal up for a moment. Okay, that's been completed again. Okay, let's try this again, with less crashing, please. Hey there, Peter. Yeah, the spaghetti code. I can believe that the code is spaghetti code. The timeless... Would a reverse timeless body be worth the same? What would a reverse timeless body even look like? I can't even imagine what a reverse timeless body would be. Yeah. Well, it is an unacceptable problem that must be fixed. See, there are a lot of things that you could cover over. You could be like, well, we'll just give the AI extra resources. But if the AI is gonna buy 400 of a unit, yeah, that has to be corrected. That absolutely cannot be left as is. I wonder if there'll come a point where I've pushed the culture of this city so far that I can walk away and it'll flip on its own behind me. Preventing... I mean... I guess, if you wanted to have that, but... Sure. It's already kind of a very munchkin-y thing to do. To find a way to age your character, you know, half a century. Or worse if you're an elf. Yeah, my character finds a way to spend, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years between this dungeon and the next one. It's kind of hard to find a good explanations for that to happen. Unless you can find some weird demi-plane or something where time flows differently. Alright. Stop here. Oh, last time we captured like a whole bunch of captives. I could turn them all into stone throwers and send them back into battle. I bet they wouldn't expect that. Somebody said I could change my worldview by using, captives. And then great people could shift it back. I don't even see that option, though. So I'm not sure. I don't know! There's a system where one city asks another unit to build cities for it, because not all cities have high production. But the AI forgets what the new units are for and just leaves them there. So, what you do, simplest solution, I know spaghetti code makes this a nightmare, but simplest solution, if you're able to, would be to write a hard limit. To just say, you cannot have more than 10 patrols if you're the AI. And just tell it that. Like, you can only have 10 of them. That's it. That's all you're allowed to have. And then, you know, 10 patrols in one city would still be dumb, and it's not an ideal solution. It's a band-aid until a real solution is found. Just a band-aid until a real solution is found of just... Honestly, it might actually be best if you just told the AI it's not allowed to build certain units at all. That's... Oh, yeah, that's the solution. That's the solution! The AI is not allowed to build bards, patrols, apothecaries. Just tell it all those units are off limits completely. And then give the AI a blanket minus 10% or minus 10 crime in all of its cities that goes up by another 10 every age. Same for diseases and, I guess, education. Literally just remove patrols, apothecaries, and bards from its production options and give it a blanket bonus to the stats those improve. Yeah. Yeah, that's not even a that's not even a band-aid. That's actually a viable solution. So then, if it were going to have 300 freaking units sitting in a city, at least they would be a warrior that could fight, I guess. But yeah, I know every one of these patrols, bards and apothecaries, are costing them a fortune in maintenance costs. So yeah. Yeah, just forbid the AI from making them all together. The AI is not playing the same game the player's playing. It doesn't know how. Yeah, the band-aid solutions of today are the bugs of tomorrow. That's why you have to be clear when you know, anyway, yeah, I do understand that. But no, I think that is the solution. Just straight up. I think that's the solution. Obviously, workers and workboats. It actually does a pretty good job with workers and workboats, so those can be left alone. You wouldn't be able to remove those from it. You know, those are too critical for a civilization to function anyway. But yeah. Take risks like that with her. Alright. I see. So, how do you apply a band-aid to your code if you're working with a product like this? I can tell you how most programmers do it. Fan game authors, modders, and the like. They just put the band-aid on and then forget about it. However, when you're in a product with hundreds of different programmers working on the same product, this is not a good idea. If your code is clean and it's well documented, you can get away with it. But there's a better way. You put the band-aid on the release that you're releasing right now, and then you don't put it into the next one. Like, you literally just go, okay, we're going to make a release. Band-aid, 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 release. Okay, now we're back to the source code that doesn't have those band-aids on it. We have them documented over here that we know when we release the game, but we're trying to keep the code cleaner. It's hard working with a lot of people. It's really, really, really hard. Not an enviable position. I've seen really great projects crumble because people can't understand the code anymore. And that is tragic. Alright, I think we're done here for this turn. Oh wait, I still have the war wagons. Hello there, Horrormon. Germany conquered all of Britain and part of the USA, and then there was just an invasion out of nowhere of Normandy. Because it's hard-coded in to have it, huh? Oh, you should hear about Dwarf Fortress bugs. Those are fascinating. They have the kind of bugs that no other game could have. Bugs that just, when you hear them, you're like, that's insane. Quick question. Actually, I have some crossbows. That's not happening. No, the crossbows can't do it either. It was worth tracking. Alright, everyone. That'll have to be it for this turn. The rest of you can sit. Actually, there's something we forgot to do last turn because of the reset. You three need to be doing a field hospital right now. God, the reset's messing with my head. I don't know, I'm gonna push this one here. Alright. As I said, I think I had the right solution. I think I had the right answer. Just tell the AI that it's not allowed to make any of those types of units ever again. Done. I think that is the answer. Slate is good. Pretty sure I sent someone here, but go wander over there anyway. Okay, crime fighting. Ah, yes. Mammoths! Mammoths, 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 mammoths. Mammoths, mammoths, mammoths! That is our staple food. We just breed mammoths everywhere. Wow, the local populace is 57% Neanderthal now. What are you guys doing to the patrols? What's my army doing? How are you conquering them? Are you conquering them in the bedroom? Maybe this war looks completely different than we think it does. The population is now 57% Neanderthal. Something is happening. Exactly what? Nobody's entirely sure. But something is happening in this city. We're gonna get it up to 100% Neanderthal. What happens if we just make peace at that point and wait for it to flip on its own? Oh no. Oh no. Please don't crash. Oh, thank goodness you didn't crash. Alright. It's time for round 3. Yeah. Meanwhile, their defenses are continuously causing damage to my units. Alright. There's no sense in me even using archery on them when they've got so many units to absorb it. Less and less units still capable of fighting. We might have to back up and heal. Oh, cool. We're definitely gonna have to take a huge rest after this, one way or the other. We have almost sawn through half their army. Oops, lost one. Don't want to do that. Alright, the mammoths again. Oh, jeez. Okay. The War Brides. Revolutions mod. Yeah, the same thing happened with Realism Invictus. He put in a big complicated thing that allowed for new civs to revolt from old civs. When it happened to my own cities, it was really aggravating. Didn't make the game more fun or interesting for me, it just made it aggravating, but I was like, you know what? I can deal with this. I can figure out how to make this work. And then I realized that the AI could not handle it and was completely shattering apart, and I went, okay, this is just crap. At the time, the author had intended it to be his final update, but he's made a few changes since then. Mostly very small stuff, but it's no... I don't think it's still standard in that one either. For the exact same reasons. Yeah, we are doing less and less damage each round as more and more of my army is incapable of attacking. The field hospital is great and all, but their defenses are damaging me every turn too. We might just have to back up onto this hill and heal there. No, we'll see how we're feeling next turn. These ships are getting busted up. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm literally just gonna have to back off. Yeah, we'll come back to you, dude. I'm busy right now. We'll get ships down there eventually. Right. Where's the next location that needs mine shafts? Well, I could at least use a road. Okay. So a simpler solution for the revolt thing, and I think it's a bad idea, but if you wanted the revolutions thing to be a thing that the player has to deal with, whatever system they came up with could probably be left intact, but then you would just make the AI play by completely different rules. You just tell the AI, look, you don't have any revolutions except there'll be a random event that'll trigger, I don't know, 5 times during a game where one or more cities break off from an empire, and it'll literally be just a random event that hits an AI. No connection to what the AI is doing. And the player doesn't need to know that. The player doesn't need to have any knowledge that just is a thing that occasionally happens. It'll be like, oh, okay. And when the event happens, it can trigger on the, Way of the Leech. Oh yeah, I conquered somebody with the Way of the Leech. Neat. Yeah, our whole stack needs to heal. The whole stack. It's going up on this hill. The whole thing. You 3 are going to go back to the field hospitaling. You guys took out... a lot of their men. A lot. Alright, we can retrieve the archers. We can retrieve the missionaries and other things while this carries on. It only gives more time for my clockwork horrors to get produced. Look at these. These sure would help right now, wouldn't they? More mammoths and more clockworks. Let's see, this city... its crime was actually on right on the edge of building up. By the way, crime is awful. Anytime I see a city that has a decent crime rate and I look at what it's doing, pretty icky. So we've actually pushed the crime rate down in these cities by having patrols patrolling it away. So the crime is actually down quite a bit. But all the negative penalties was actually filling up like the whole thing when I first took one of these cities, somewhere around here. Even now, though, you can see the benefit, or the penalties are pretty awful. But they get worse. They get worse than this. Alright, let me see what we got here. Alright, you've already got one. I sent one to you. I guess Frostpunk gets the next. Oh yeah, we need to make a new super farmer. Hey yo, produce super farmer. Alright, you guys can just wait for the new super farmer to arrive. In the meantime, road it up. So you have to come along and pick you up. Some old enforcers. They're inferior to my shiny new patrols, but hey, since things stack, I guess, why not? Okay, where do we still need a mine? You know what, I'm just gonna send you over to the mountain ranges over here. There'll be plenty of work over there for you all. There. Are waiting for the ship to come. They'll be here soon. Great ways to do a lot of stuff with the classes themselves. Read how awesome a class feature sounds, then be offended by how lame it is. Are you talking about Woodland Stride? My gosh, yes, that sounds amazing. My druid can just walk through thorny bushes and everything completely untouched. Just, what's it actually do? Not much. So you have the game designers, and then you have the writers who do flavor text, and I don't believe they're the same thing. I think the game designers try to build the best game they can.
Only one thing, that it should stop.
And then you have the writers who are handed the game, and then they're like, okay, we have to talk all this up. Well, the interrogation chair causes disease. It does? Huh. Requires a torture chamber. I see. The dungeon! Okay. So first you build yon dungeon, which causes +2 disease. Okay. And +2 general unhealth. I'm not sure about the 2 points of general unhealth, but the disease I can kind of understand. Alright. Ew. Look, I mean, I'm all about fighting crime, but I mean, look, I don't honestly believe any of this would lower the crime rate. Why would it lower the science? Negative science? What? Look, yeah, the torture chamber just reduces your science and your wealth. Okay, this is clearly wrong. I'm just gonna disagree with the modders on what torture does. Completely and totally disagree. So, The fact that you can gain intel from it, I'll give them that one. I'll let them have the it gives you intel. Okay. As for crime fighting, if you've already captured the criminals, all these different things aren't gonna... Like, the best you could do is interrogate a criminal to find out who his accomplices are, at best. I'm pretty sure this is just an execution method. Unless I'm misunderstanding what this is, I think this is where you put rats on somebody and then you eat in a pot and then you heat the pot up so they chew their way through the person. That's just an execution method. That's not going to cause +10 disease. Unless I'm completely misunderstanding what it is. And the Iron Maiden, if it was ever used, that's just death. That's just a killing thing. But I believe there's some... I think historians say that this never was actually a thing. Never actually used. I don't know if I believe the historians, because, man, humanity's capability of cruelty and stuff is pretty high. But anyway. I mean... Does it really matter how many different torture methods you have? Would each one of them increase the unhappiness of your people? I mean, unless you're doing them publicly, but you built a chamber that's away from where nobody sees any of this happen. I don't know about all this unhappiness. The unhealth, I don't know. Some of these just executions. I really don't see these as a way to fight crime. I don't think that was ever the purpose. I just don't see it. Now, as for wealth and science, -5%? What are you doing? Are you taking the educated people and throwing them in the torture chamber? Are you throwing your scientists in there? What? Why? Why? Why is there a -5% science? Seems odd. And the -5% wealth is straight up wrong. And I can tell you... Well, okay. Maybe if you're using the torture specifically for extortion, if you're the Spanish Inquisition. So we don't talk about the French Inquisition or the Italian Inquisition. We talk about the Spanish Inquisition, specifically the Spain one. I believe Napoleon found a whole bunch of terrible torture equipment underneath a church there and dragged it out and told some generals or somebody to just dig all this crap out, show it off, stomp all this out. Something like that. But, Napoleon comes up a lot in history for some reason. But, the Spanish Inquisition, as I understand it, they had just done this, there had just been a marriage and a union, and they'd thrown the Islamic rulers out, and had just unified Spain once again underneath Spanish rule. And they're looking around, and they realize they have no money, and their population is incredibly poor, so that they have no good way to get money. And they looked around and they identified one segment of the population that did have money. We're talking about how it could possibly justify the -5% wealth over here. Destroying your own wealthy citizens. Yeah. So, The Spanish Inquisition wasn't really about trying to track down heretics and witches so much. I mean, I'm sure they did that too, but it was basically a shakedown. Lots of just seizing somebody's assets and then killing them kind of stuff. And, you know, yeah, that particular segment of the population that had all the bankers and everything were non-Christian. And so the Spanish royal family, Spain, went to the Pope, but, you know, just brought this great Inquisition thing they heard about that was going on in other places, and they took it to 11 to just grab all the money. I'm sure you can imagine what happens when you kill all the wealthy people, when you eat the rich. I might be willing to give them the minus 5% to your wealth for that reason, but the minus 5% science, I don't think so. I don't think so. And the crime fighting, I really don't think so. I think the espionage angle makes more sense to me. Using this to interrogate and gain espionage, I think helps thwart rival spies could go in with this as well. And the rival spies, well, they're spies. They're the people who are going to know about what happens if they get caught. This might deter enemy spies. I think that would have been the angle for this, and you really don't need this many different things. And also, why is this leads to warrants and decrees? Are you kidding me? I couldn't advance my science without knowing about thumbscrews because without torture, we can't make sleuth policing and guards, town guards couldn't exist without torture? What? Also, crap, I just finished building town patrols and now we're getting the next level? Poo. The guardhouse. Couldn't build a guardhouse without torture? Couldn't get to tournaments without torture? Look, I mean, I appreciate you put every possible thing in this mod, but, I think this one is misaligned. I mean, seriously, every one of these causes unhealth in the population, disease to spread to the population. I don't know, man. Alright, anyway, warrants and decrees, please. Science skirts with heresy. Not really. Not normally. We have a couple of famous historical examples, like 2? How many historical examples do we have of that? Really, when you get down to it. Complain bitterly about how hard it is. I believe it. It is a weapon against the dissent. Well, if we're using torture to stop dissent, wouldn't that remove unhappiness? This is causing more dissent. Institutions of science don't always follow the scientific method. We haven't even discovered the scientific method yet. Most of our science during the Middle Ages would have come from the church, actually. Well, at least a large portion of it did. There was a doctor who turned out to be right who was put into a mental asylum for voicing dissent. Ah, well, scientific consensus and all that. Yeah, there's a lot of instances of, scientists telling other scientists that they are wrong and getting very, very angry. Oh, well, you could be a warrior, but you can't be any kind of great person, huh? Only the military instructor, huh? Oh, unfortunate. Whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, we all know about geocentric versus heliocentric and all that. Ugh. I've so many times in games, I have seen science and religion as if they're opposing forces, and I'm always like, no, they really aren't. No. No, science and religion really aren't enemies. They never were. They're, I mean, I don't know. As I said, monasteries, a lot of our science came out of monasteries. A lot of books and things were preserved. A lot of scientific inquiry came from religious people. The foundation of the early universities. The early universities were all built by the church. So, yeah. That said, you know, there are unfortunate things that happen in history. Or another way to look at it is history is a long series of unfortunate happenings. Looks like that tile needs a road. Alright, you guys are looking healthy enough. Go over here and pick up those longbowmen. How are you feeling? You guys need to keep healing. I'm gonna let them keep healing. What's this? There's a quarry on top of what looks like oil or tar or something? What's going on in that time? Oh, hey, we want to fight somewhere. That's good. My income is so incredibly unstable. I have no idea why it bounces up and down by like 1,000 from one turn to the next. I can't even fathom why it's so unstable. Have we got that? Oh crap, I bet that reset, that game crash, I was gonna make a settler and I bet it got undone. We gotta go start that. Yes, that is what you're naming right now. Yeah, they burnt. They burned a ton of libraries. That was actually one of the examples I was thinking about when I was talking about unfortunate things in history. I was literally thinking about that specifically. If it disagrees with the Quran, burn it. If it agrees with the Quran, it's unnecessary. Burn it. Yeah. But I wasn't gonna call that out. I was thinking about it, but I wasn't gonna call it out specifically for the same reason I didn't name the segment of the population that the Spanish Inquisition was specifically persecuting. You know, we're on YouTube. If I owned my own website and could afford to host videos on it. Whatever. Anyway, you guys done reinforcing your city? I'm almost ready to dive down and attack you again. I think next turn we're gonna resume the assault. Yeah, I'm gonna give one more turn of healing, and then we're gonna go at it again. Since this is my territory, we can step and attack on the same turn, using our road. It's great. We're not allowed to say anything about a lot of things, or risk YouTube dicking with us. And I mean, you know, since we're hosting our videos on their machines, what are we gonna do about it? Yeah. Monopolies would reduce scientific output since there's no competition and thus no incentive to innovate. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I can go with that.
Kings don't beg, they decree. They have only one destiny, and that's to reign.
Okay, there it is. There's policing 4. Alright, tournaments. Oh, hey, look, somebody must have founded Christianity. Alright, here we go. Oh, suddenly you decided you wanted to be a monarchy, huh? Hello again. Ready for another game of Bonk? Love playing Bonk with you. Alright, go, 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 go. I really need to figure out how to get through reefs without getting hurt. But we're not very good at being a navy. Never really figured that aspect out yet. Alright, you there. I'm gonna march this army down south. We might actually pick it up and add it. Okay, crime fighting. Oh, we still need like 3 or 4 more. Don't stop producing them yet. We must have more. Could theoretically make stronger patrols, but we won't. We'll just make more of these. Alright, that should be plenty. We only have a handful of cities left to wedge them into, and then the rest of them can head down to the southern continent. Looks like your crime is out of control. It's only at negative 35,000 now. Amazing. Somehow as we fill their land with dead bodies, their diseases are becoming even less likely to occur. Yeah, I don't think we're killing each other. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening in this city right now, but, I think what's going on is the Mammoth Riders are just coming in. They're not killing each other, they're just knocking each other. They're just beating the crap out of each other. And getting them to convert to Neanderthal. The culture is shifting. It's some kind of terrifying sporting event. We just keep beating them over and over again until they admit that the Neanderthal way is the superior way to live. Until they all self-identify as Neanderthals when we're done with them. I see you over here wrecking my stuff. Alright, this'll take 3 turns, so I'll produce 1 there. And then I'll produce 1 here. And no matter where their boat goes, we'll catch them. On one side or the other. Oh, maybe law school. Sure, you could do that. Guardhouse. Replaces town patrol. I don't know, just make this and that. Here, have a wig shop. Have a music school. Okay. Okay. Ahem. A new game of bunk. Ah, no, what? No, stop! Oh my gosh. I hate when it does that. Just suddenly yanks me somewhere else on the map while I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Please go back to my fight now. Okay. 63% Neanderthal, that's not good enough. You're not attacking. There we go. It's attacking again. Continue attacking. Please quit stopping. Alright, 65%. $66%. They're losing culture. We're gaining culture. Cultural impact of a well-placed brick to the head. %71%. Going. Keep hitting. Still at a pretty good chance. I'm looking at increasingly injured warriors Making the attack, though. Genghis Khan gave his culture to China. He gave so much of his culture that a third of the population is his direct descendants. Alright. 76% cultural discontent. Go! You have 70 bars now. Aw, that's not nice. Well, 177 more to go. We are not capturing very many. Alright, look guys, I really don't want to back up and do the healing from a distance thing again, but not all of our guys were healed last time, and now we're back to fighting again. Seems like I might have to back up and heal another before we get our win. I think once this fight is over, though... Wow, you have 6 skirmishers? 3 axemen. But no pikes. Pikes are over here. Master Warden. You spent a great person to make that, didn't you? I really wish you'd plant your great people in your cities. It's my favorite thing about conquering. I know it's a small, petty thing, but I just love taking cities full of great people. It just makes it feel awesome. But no, you don't do that. Crushing dissent with torture. People don't magically believe that they're not being lied to. Hyper-normalization, where nobody will believe anything anymore. Torture is just not a very good way to do things. There's not much that you can gain from it, other than if you just want to spread fear. That's pretty much the only thing, like... People will just lie to you to make the pain stop, so as an interrogation method, it's just not the best interrogation method. Like, once you cross a certain threshold, all of the additional crazy shit that they did as torture, that's not about extracting information anymore. Because it's not effective. It's just about causing pain. The only thing that it could gain you is to spread fear. Otherwise, it's just because the people doing it are sadistic and terrible. There's no profit in torture. And making people fear you is, not a very good policy. Generally, not a great way of getting what you want, usually. There's been a few points in history where it's worked for different things, but usually the only time where it's really, where fear is most effective is in warfare. Fear can be a tremendous weapon at making people want to not fight you anymore. And to go away. Just ask Vlad the Impaler. But that's not what the torture we saw was. The torture that we researched wasn't a display. It was thumb screws and chairs down in a dungeon where no one can see it happen. So that at that point it's just, nah, that's not doing you any good.
Hello there to you! You get whopped good! You not watch out! Good! You not watch
Too
out!
risky for a valuable unit. Alright. How many more can we crush today? Well, I suppose there is one other way in which torture could be useful. Unfortunately, it's to support another policy that I think is strictly detrimental to your empire. You can use torture to motivate, well, slaves. I think slavery is strictly detrimental. Like, I think it's strictly a bad thing for your empire. I see it as all downside. But, I mean, yeah. I've mentioned it before, but I truly believe that the thing that destroyed the Roman... I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with the Roman Empire. A lot of things. But I think that the most important factor in their downfall was the fact... was just slavery. I think slavery destroyed the Roman Empire. As a king, I don't care how evil a king you are, you would have to be a fool to encourage that practice. Oops. Oh no. I lost an axeman. There's still 125 of you left! Ugh! What do we still have to hit you with? Too many of my guys are wounded again. There's too many of them. There's too many of them. All right. We're gonna back up and heal. But first I'm gonna spit in their eye. Not really tactically advantageous because we're gonna back up anyway. But doggone it, you're ticking me off. You still have 125 of those guys. It's annoying. So I'm gonna do this to you. This is a lot of arrows. Take that! Yeah, that did next to nothing. Oh well. So we're gonna back up next turn. Okay, good job. Oh, go over there. And you guessed it, mammoths. Make another super farmer. Okay, you guys need to heal. You're almost dead. Let's just heal. I don't want to lose a bunch of ships. Pretty much every culture engaged in it, every culture engaged in the practice, everywhere in the world, pretty much. Yeah. The question of what to do with prisoners of war. So I've described this before. I'll elaborate slightly on Rome, and specifically why I feel like it destroyed them. So Rome started out as an agrarian society in Italy, and
That you go to, you want to win it.
let me just finish this turn real quick. Well, we're going into the Renaissance. Ready or not, here we come. Send one there. I don't think I've sent one there. Yep, y'all got it back up. Looks like they built a defensive structure again. Huh, our culture's expanded again. We're 81% Neanderthal inside the city now. Oh, somebody's gained some levels. Somebody's gained a level who doesn't have a normal thing to do right now. Alright, you three. Oh, an archer. I see. An archer doesn't know what to do with his level up. Okay. So the super short version is you have a society where everyone's a small farmer. Everyone's a farmer with a farm. Okay, not everyone, but a lot of people are. You have a kind of, you go to war, and so you basically draft a whole lot of your population into the army to fight your battles. And then they go home and they go back to being farmers. This works well enough when you're fighting other people in Italy. You know, people who aren't very far away from you. This system kind of works and kind of makes sense. Unfortunately, Rome kept getting bigger and they kept fighting battles further and further away from, well, their homes. And eventually they started going on these long campaigns where they'd be fighting somebody and fighting for ages. And then the farmers would come home and they haven't worked their farms for quite a long time. And well, I don't know if you know anything about working fields, but it's a lot more work. Whoa, we can discover fish? What? Anyway. So super short version is they brought back a whole lot of slaves with them from the people they conquered. They couldn't maintain their farms. They couldn't couldn't pay and sustain themselves on their small farms anymore. They owed all kinds of, things happened. The rich people, however, could buy up all of their farms on the cheap and own big, huge chunks of land. The rich people could also purchase all of the slaves. Now, you're a person who's come back from war, your farm is gone. Okay, you need a job. What job can you work? Can you work on the rich person's farm? No, he has slaves working the farm. Okay, well, you can learn a different profession, a different skill. What if you became a tailor? You could learn to work with clothing. Nope, they've got slaves. They can do that too. Okay, well, you could become a cobbler and make shoes. Nope, that one too. Okay, is there a job that you can do that... no, there really isn't. They kind of just... yeah. And thus, the mob was born. You know, when you read something like Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, or any class you take on Roman history, they're going to talk about the mob. Just all of these people who don't have jobs and live on handouts from the wealthy. The politicians would throw food to them, and they would cheer and be like, yeah, that's our guy. Yeah. Massive destabilizing factor when you have a giant population who cannot find a job. And then this kind of became a generational problem where, your parents never worked, why should you work, kind of thing. And I think that right there was the leading cause in what eventually led to Rome's fall. I think that was the most important factor. And a lot of the other problems that came later, There you go. Where's the enemy ship? I built you to hunt enemy ships. Is that it down there? I'm just gonna tell you to go kill things. And I'm gonna tell you to go kill things. And hopefully you'll kill the right things. And make my problems go away. Alright. And you guys are healing up. Next to the boats, which are also healing up. Even in warfare, it's questionable. The Soviets fought tooth and nail. Let's see. Ah, you should see the mod. I'll be back in 1 minute. You should see the undead hordes in Fall from Heaven 2. Those get absurdly large. Alright, what do we get here? A merchant! Oh great, Firestone Tire. That's just what our army needs right now, yes! Oh shit, okay, I just bumped the keyboard and I don't know what all it did. But I'm gonna ask you all to heal up a little bit longer. Are we making a new Great Farmer? Ah, we just finished a Great Farmer. Great! Alright. Have I sent one to Anchorage yet? Oh, right, the settler! Let's get that now. Send you there. Go hunting. Okay, settler! We had intended to make one a long time ago, but the game crashed and we forgot about it. So what we need is this guy. And you must be my great Firestone merchant. I can remember a time when Firestone tires, they started exploding. I think they had to do a recall. That was a long time ago. I only have fuzzy memories of it. Alright. Let's see, where were we? Rome imported the practice after conquering Greece. Prior to that, the citizen farmer was idle. They imported a lot of Greek culture. Some of them were also big on Persian stuff, too. Great Britain gave people universal health care after World War II ended. They feared a violent uprising. Did they now? Yeah, I didn't put the difficulty low or anything. I left it at... I don't remember what I set it to, but clearly gold is not going to be an issue. Also, there's not going to be anyone foreign I could send him to. There will be no foreigners soon, only us. No distinction. Go ahead and build a few things. Yeah, make all of that. Oh, good, another one of these. This one has... Well, I guess it's another prophet. A shocking number of these guys want to become great prophets. I guess... There we go. Okay, go over to here. That's where the new city's gonna be. Right, to the next. Oh, hello. This city's got multiple tiles that need work. That's fine. How we looking? Next turn, I think we'll be ready to march on them again. We're gonna keep hitting them. Oh, man. How was their military not shown to be the equal of mine? Every single one of those patrols should have counted as a unit with 9 strength, but I don't think it showed up when they were when comparative military strength. Everyone else claimed they were a prophet. Or a deity. That was an era when, people tended to worship their rulers. Oh yeah, I forgot about this light. Silly me. There we go. That's a little bit better. Well, let's take a peek. Zoroastrianism is 26% of the world. Despite my very best efforts... Let's see... I haven't launched any spaceships yet. These aren't very... These aren't even close. Doesn't tell me what the actual... Yeah, I had it on Monarch difficulty. I wonder if I can turn that up mid-game. Then again, I still don't know what the aliens will be like. Doesn't tell me how much I actually need. Oh well. I was just curious. Alright, are we ready to make the attack? Yes, we are. Here we go again! What? I thought there was space in this. I thought there was cosmos. Don't we go into space? I thought that was a thing. I'm actually most excited about the sci-fi end. I thought you could find, like, the ruins of other civilizations out in space and stuff when I was looking through the, stuff. Totally thought that was gonna be a thing. There's special maps, like the Moon, Mars, and etc. But no alien civilizations on those. That'd be really disappointing. So it's not gonna look like, Master of Orion, huh? Because there's a Civ 4 mod that just looks like Master of Orion, where you have planets and you terraform them. I was wondering if it was going to do something like that. Wait, what am I doing? I needed to do that a while ago. We've been fighting the hard way. There we go. Okay. There are 50 of them left. 50. Pretty beaten up. Next turn we might just go all in on them and eat some losses, or we might decide to back up and take things slow. I'll have to make a judgment call seeing how things go next turn.
Victory is mine.
Alright. Alright, next crime fighter has to go over here. Oh, hey, the culture pushed out a couple more. Huh. Yeah, get the settler, the archer, and another M. Could you just make another patrol? Thanks. We'll have to send a whole bunch of those south at some point. I think I will make a couple more settlers and push them to the islands over here and just get that done. I really don't want another power coming from across the seas and settling them. Multiple victory conditions, yep. You can get a score on each component unit at the end of the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, unless they introduced a new way to win the game, it should be Conquest, where you destroy every other civ, Spaceship, Cultural, the game ending at 2050 and giving a score, Domination, which is 50% of the land and population. It seems to vary from game to game and shift over the course of the game how much it wants. Diplomatic, which is the UN voting you the winner.
Not much was really invented during the Renaissance, if you don't count modern civilization.
I do wish there was a way I could stupidify my people. I really, really want that population growth. I really do. Ah. I see. Is that so? Humanism. Printing press. Books and paper money. An astrolabe. Or gunpowder. Cobalt ore and pyrite.
You can get more of what you want with a kind word and a gun than you
Then
can with just a kind word.
Another great quote. Alright, cobalt and pyrite. Alright. Universities completing left and right. Looks like cobalt ore didn't show up on the map. Also didn't suddenly declare I needed to dig up saltpeter. Patrols. I think every single type of victory. I'm pretty sure I've had all of those types of victory in Vanilla Civ 4. Pretty sure. I remember I remember the I think it was the the Conquest one where you destroy every other Civ being a particular pain to get without triggering another one before it. So I ended up making a small map and just eliminating my opponents. And I remember thinking the ending animation on it was really cool. Alright. Early Imperial Guard has 18 strength. Whoa there, where'd you get that from? That's really tough. Not tough enough. That could have been expensive. That could have been very expensive. Do we have enough strength to just push through? Ugh. Taking some risks. %, Neanderthal. Look, at this point, clearly your own citizens have turned against you. Give it up. "18 patrols left. You are a city attack. 15 patrols and counting. Hooray for mammoths. We're getting to the point where I could just make a spray of arrows to soften them. In fact, I might even do just that. We've got the long... Oops, shit, I lost one. There's only 8 left. Come on, guys, we can do this. The war wagons. The war wagons are weirdly effective against them, where stronger units aren't. Although I'm still losing war wagons in the attack. I I can afford losses. I can take losses. We've gotten through them. We've done it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I could give my guys rifles. Flintlock, apparently. Cool. Alright. Don't attack with the trebuchet. What are you doing? You stupid things. The mammoths! Why would you attack with a trebuchet? You lunatic. That's for breaking their walls. Why'd you put me over here? Okay.
Don't give them no chance.
Just gonna hit them with our wounded units. Over and over and over, and it's gonna end. Just finish them off! Oh my gosh, we finished them off! Holy crap, did we capture the bards? And their boats? Oh my gosh, we captured their bards! Happy day! Screw it, just everyone go in. You've earned this. No, you can all come in. Okay, you earned this. Alright, this city is 90% Neanderthal. Couldn't quite get it to 100, huh? 90%'s good enough, right? Their crime rate has doubled, by which I mean it's still negative 23,000. But that's double what it had been. There we go. Oh my gosh, they have some angry dogs in my territory. I should do something about that, shouldn't I? Let me see. Alright. There we go. That took a long time. That was a huge, long, terrible battle. But next up... What's the best way to tackle this? I think I should actually strike this one, and then this one, and then my soldiers can walk over to here. And then you just kind of walk from one to the next. Is that a world wonder, perhaps? What is that? What is that over there that you had to build your walls around? Probably nothing. Another 9 patrols in this city. Man, they really hate crime. 5 patrols in that one. Yeah, these people really, really hate criminals. Man. Oh, I'm glad they never figured out torture. The level of hatred they have in their hearts for crime. Terrifying. Come from buildings that can be built in specific locations. Ah, well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. There's a limit to how many resources you can have on the map. two great people from one city. Not very many level ups for my army, but upgrades eating half the XP, you know. It hurts. Oh, we have an upgrade to the Bard available. Not too bad. I'm just gonna leave these here for now. No, okay. Alright, these... Send them away. Okay, these... We're actually gonna sit in the city and just kinda heal for a little bit. Ah, construct worldview. These have to be done in your palace. I see. Okay. Interesting. I suppose I could bring these with me. I could. But I don't think I will. How about y'all boost my population, huh? Half a point. Okay, specifically I need... Field hospital. Field hospital. Field hospital. Okay, this lot... Step forward. Alright, I need you to all fully heal. I need you all to be fresh for the next battle. No, stop. Ah. You pain in the ass! Quit selecting weirdly. There we go. Yeah, I just want all of these. Stop it. Go away. Oh my gosh. Look, just want these as one unit, okay? I'll just manually select them. Because in theory, it should just work. This is one hell of a resource to find. You know what? I'll put you lot in with them. Go sleep. Okay? The rest of you? Okay, this army, or this navy, will wait until they jump in. Do I not have a hunter on this island? Alright, I'll just let this Mr. Axeman take care of the animals. Alright, 2 great generals to be used on whatever, whenever. Those guys will wait. Yeah, you can sit. Okay, first thing you guys need is ancient customs. Just somehow still not automated. And will take 51 turns? Are you kidding? Oh, actually, let's put that one next, and then we'll go with these. Okay? Okay, this city here needs... Well, you come with 4 priests. We'll figure something out. Alright, I'll use this to build up those tiles. We'll get a great farmer over there at some point. Yeah, I think this needs to go over here. Okay. Maybe we'll send the next couple great farmers over there, huh? That might actually be, very much worth doing. Boy. 90% Neanderthal. Well, my goal is to make it 100% Neanderthal by wiping out all the other civs in the area. But that's a pretty good start. Alright, I should probably make a transport, 2 settlers, 2 longbowmen, and, I guess at least 1 warrior type tossed in for good measure. Because I know there's some barbarians on the islands, so... Ah, very good. Yes, get over here. Alright, and next is you. Hey, we need an orchard over there. Ah, you're an animal hunter. And a masterful one at that. As you were. Where's that guy think he's going? Nowhere. He tried to run away. You weren't getting away. Alright, do we want to pick these up? I do kind of want these to heal up a little bit more, but... It's a bit of a round trip. It's a bit of a round trip. I'm not gonna pick them up yet. Alright. Oh. Bing. More production. More and more. We're almost done with the clockwork golems. I do think we want to replace a few things, maybe. Just a few. I know we lost some ballista mammoths. Let's replace that. And a deer archer. Okay, we'll call that good. Then they can go back to making all sorts of other things that they need. Yeah. Okay. Fireworks. I want fireworks. Cannon forge. There's all kinds of new interesting things we can make. So... they think that the mammoths are bad. Wait till I get the clockwork horrors to join in. Seriously, 15 of those? That would have helped a lot fighting our way through that giant army. Unfortunately, I don't have an engineer, so they're not going to heal very quickly. But I don't think it'll matter. I think that they'll make a hell of a shock troop that nobody is equipped to fight against. And when they're wounded, they can just spray crossbow bolts at you from a distance. Somebody's still more powerful than me. Okay. Well, that's nice. Wait, no, not that. Oops. Well, you've got your levels up in weird places. Sorry about that. Orchard. Reptile enclosure. Darn, he missed the barn owl with his axe. How could you miss the barn owl with your axe? It's not like I'm asking you to hit a bird with an axe, so wait, no, that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. Right. Alright. Keep it up. Alright, we need you two to get over here and do your part. As we just continue working. So many mountains. You know, this continent down here is also full of mountains. This whole world is just filled with them. Everywhere you look, mountains. Alright. There's a lot of buildings I'm afraid to build because they cost maintenance. Guild halls and grand manors in particular, if I built them everywhere, I would immediately just kind of... My whole civ would just kind of crash and burn. Alright, we're gonna check the army and see if it's healthy enough to go on to the next city. You'd think with this much of a thing around me that this city would have trade routes with the rest of my stuff, but no, it's actually completely surrounded by water tiles they control. They're somehow blockading me with their culture. Anyway. What got murder-rated?
Don't give them no chance!
Alright, how we looking? They need more time. They're just not ready to go to the next. They're just not ready to move on yet. just established a new city. And it's gonna need some mammoths. It needs mammoth meat. Okay. Many animals. I need more hunters. I desperately need more hunters, actually. You know, I'm so glad I didn't try splitting my army into two before this war. Because holy crap, that city. My army was split in two would never end. I think I heal faster inside a city, right? Inside my territory, inside a city with medics, that's probably as good as I'm going to be able to get it. I think. Well, whatever. I need to take more cities. I need to take all the cities. You know, maybe I've actually done them a favor. Having taken out that army.
Title, 'tis not the king's stamp that can make the metal better.
Siege wagon. What does it do? It's just got 13 attack. That's it? Okay. Early cannons. Oh, I don't think I need any of those. Ooh, oil painting. Astrolab. Firearms. Naval cannon. Maybe the naval cannon would be the smart play. We might want to build our navy up a little. Ooh, wow, we can build a foundry now. It replaces the forge. Starfort. Replaces castle. Another fireworks shop. And stained glass workshop. Sure, why not? Okay. Alright, you guys can go back to what you were doing. Sitting around doing nothing. That is your job. Alright. Alright, look, are you guys healthy enough for another invasion yet? I think so. Alright, wake up. Let's do this. Okay, this is not on a hill. If it had been, we'd still be fighting for it. So, I'm gonna set you against... You, Mr. Axe, will guard.
Don't give them no chance.
Alright, that's probably good enough. Everyone else, get in the boat. Oh, crap. We have a couple of people who didn't fit. Really? Well, we'll see if we can come back for them. Alright. We're going to deposit our army there and carry on. The apothecary might be... Oh, crap. All my healers have been left behind. Okay, I will definitely make a trip back and pick our healers up. And their dog. You don't want to leave Scooby behind. I need so many more hunters. Hello, there's an outrigger here. Where are my... I automated them, didn't I? Alright, you know what I'm not going to worry about right now. Instead, I actually have a goal on this side of the board. Alright, Anchorage. You must make for me a... This can cross the ocean. Carries non-military units. Where's my ship that can carry units with it? I need to make a ship that can carry military units right now to an island. Am I not able to currently? This is a little bit awkward. Huh. I'm currently unable to build a ship capable of transporting units? Weird. Alright, we're gonna make some workboats before these change on me. We're gonna need a handful of them. Alright, and then I'll slip over here, and I'll be like... Ah, your crime's fine. You don't need this right now. Okay, we're just gonna kind of scroll along. I'm gonna have a crap ton of these, and as soon as all the fighting is over, I'm not gonna try to stop them from burning ship stuff. I'm just gonna, at the end of the war, unleash an absolutely absurd number of workboats into the world. And that should repair everything for my fishing boats. I figure that ought to do. Might be that I need some kind of specific dock or something. Might be that I need some kind of specific shipyard before I can make them. The repeating crossbowman. Look at him with his goggles. Has blitz. 3 first strikes. They actually are pretty good. 3 first strikes, man. Brutal. Alright, if I grab all the ship-related stuff... Oh, we have to hurry up and end this war. I really don't want anybody else meeting the Polynesians before I declare war on them. Ideally, the other powers show up and there's just nothing but Neanderthals here. And we'll just be like, nah, that's the way it's always been. Always. Just us. What do you mean you have other nations? What a quaint concept. Alright. Deposit complete. Go pick up the next batch. Alright. There we go. Yeah, they can arrive next turn, and this city will probably be taken by the time they arrive. And we just hop in the boat and appear over here, take this one, march to that one. This is the only one that's going to be a little bit out of the way. But they've got 2 more cities somewhere that I haven't found. And I worry about them. Oh great, dragon pirate ships. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much about them. Yeah, we'll look at the naval researches. There's got to be something I'm missing. Either it's a building or a research. I need troop transports. Actually, once we finish what we're doing, I can send all of those ships up and around. And then I can break off one of the troop transports to pick up the settlers. I think what we're going to do for the Polynesian War... We've already deposited the main army, and that's going to be an army that just deals with what's on the mainland. I think I'm going to take my ships, load up the other Clockwork Horrors, and I'll make a few other things and set them up to just go island hopping. I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the way we're gonna do it. Yeah. All right. Shaft mine requires explosives. Slightly better than the mines we're using right now, huh? I wish I could tell the workers, somehow automate them to just run all over the place, upgrading specifically all mines to shaft mines and that sort of thing. That would be nice. Alright. Well, let's see here. Oh. Okay. Further down. Yes. Where's my arsonist? We've had him forever. Ancient Rocketeer is still there. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's still around. He's still loving his job. Okay. Ooh, attacking over a river. This is generally a terrible idea. In this case, though, I think it's fine. Five composite bowmen in there. Well, my skirmishers have been itching for battle. They specialize in bringing down bowmen, and they didn't get to participate in the last big fight. Okay. Yes, it's a new governor. And that governor is me. Okay. One of these. One of those. Two of these.
Hello there to you. Don't give them no chance. You get whopped good, you not watch out.
There. Alright, next turn we deposit. Oh, hey, look, a new folklore. Yeah, sure, let's lower our science a little more by learning about tuna. Alright, go ahead and let's think about this for 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. In that case... Where's the longbowman? There he is. Alright. I should also make a couple repeating crossbowmen. Those seem like they're pretty awesome. Alright, that should be enough to handle the island assaulting. Assuming that I can get the Navy to make something that has a little bit more shore bombardment potential and another great profit. Or I could make a noble. I'll I'll go with the added hammers again. The nobility might be the smarter move for great people, but I like production. I wonder if I can attack from the sea. There's only 5 guys in there, but I'm kind of dubious I can pull this one off. But I don't know. Probably not. Something else died somewhere. I have no idea who, what, or where. The log is too full of random junk. I can't keep track of it all anymore. Ah. Ah. You know, you could just surrender. We don't have to play a rousing game of Thump every time I want a city. You could just give them to me. The last medic that just doesn't fit on board yet. I guess I'll just dump it here. I won't try anything cute like an amphibious assault. Yeah, we'll just go with this. It's fine. I am mildly concerned by the fact that I appear to have all the siege still on the boats. Oops, you're supposed to be back aboard the ship too. Oh, well, good luck getting over the mountain alive. They might make it. You never know. Alright. We're just gonna tuck all of these workboats we're making away. And pull them out after the war. Yeah, I guess there aren't a lot of games where that happens. In Civ 4, so far not in Caveman2cosmos, but in Civ 4, usually if I'm absolutely dominating a war, I can get somebody to give me a bunch of his cities for peace. Usually, okay, maybe not a bunch, but I can usually get like a city or two in exchange for peace. I've had times where I've made someone into a vassal and then given them all their cities back. And they're like, oh my gosh, we absolutely love you because you gave us all these cities. And I'm just like, yeah. Your own cities. So we need to move our palace down here as soon as we can. I still can make the Forbidden Palace also. But I can't build the Forbidden Palace just anywhere. I don't know what the rules are for that particular structure. But I'm gonna build it somewhere. I really like making things into vassal nations. The Civ 4 had a really robust diplomacy. You could do a lot of things with the diplomacy in Civ 4. I've just been trading tech for money, but I mean, when you go back and play something like Master of Magic, it's like I can't sell you a spell. I can't trade maps. I can't like just the list of things you can't do. Oh yeah, make that. Alright, we discovered incense. We kind of already had incense, so... Eh. Alright. We're gonna have lots of fireworks factories. Alright, the repeating crossbowman comes with Blitz. What? Blitz gives you minus 25 combat XP now? Ew! Gross. Oh, what can you do? That's how it be then. Alright, fine. Alright, what kind of level ups do you want? You're intended to attack from ship. So... I'll just go with that. Anyway, you'll be great. Really? Yeah, Civ 5, I kind of enjoyed it, but then I never went back to play it again. And the biggest problem I had with it was the AI just could not play that game. The 1 unit per tile, it just couldn't play it. It didn't understand the strategy at all. Alright, before I forget... You there! Another epic farmer, please. Alright. Next up, I'm taking this.
Hello there to you!
I've still got the ballista mammoths. Maybe that will have enough impact. Not quite. There's the rest of the troops. Okay, there we go. Plus a shore bombardment. That did the trick. Alright, there aren't too many of them in this city, so...
Don't give them no chance! Yes! You get whopped good, do not watch out!
They have a settler in here. Somehow don't think I'm gonna be so fortunate as to get this settler, huh? Alright.
Smack you round!
Yes, install a new governor. And my new governator will work on knowledge inheritance.
Don't give them no chance!
It turned into a civilian. Oh, okay.
Me smack you round!
Now, one of this.
You
Not too worried about his armies anymore at this point. I think they've mostly been taken care of by now. But the following war with the Polynesians, well, I think it would be a good idea to keep our defenses up for that, eh? Alright, this navy no longer has any reason to be here. I could go around looking around at this side. It's possible this island could have a settlement on it. But I think the correct play could go up here, pick up this army, and set myself up to start taking islands. Let's go ahead and pick up those generals. This army will be ready to head down there soonish. We should have all the ingredients we need. Actually, I think I might actually come to think of it. You know, maybe we need 2 more of those longbows. Yeah, just a couple more. Alright. Or the civilian... I turned a civilian into an immigrant once, which gave me +1 population. Another time I turned one into a settler. That was neat. You can't trade texts or maps in 5? I don't remember that. Unbelievable. No way. It's just 1 level of strength? I could spend 1 level of strength. That wouldn't be too bad. Make my men into pirates. I've used units with amphibious in previous games to great effect. There we go. Needs a shipwright and astrolab. Requires a shipwright, huh? What? No. Go away. Alright. Sleep. You 2 are waiting for your boat. Your ship will come in soon. Everyone should focus on mountains. Alright. This army is... Is this army ready to move along?
You not so tough! You get whopped good! Yes! Watch out!
Go back there.
You're gonna get it now!
Figure out what to do with you later. Perfect. Boats seem to keep getting into fights. I don't know what they're fighting with, but something's attacking them. Okay. And one step and you're at the next city. Perfect. Feels weird being able to build upgrades on mountains. I've gotten used to the uncrossable, unusable mountain thing. Alright. Unfortunately, we're just about out of time for today. I made some pretty good progress in the war. I just about finished building my army for my Viking army. My clockwork army to go a Viking with. There we go, that's about right. I'll need to build the ships. And specifically I want good shore bombardment ships, which is something I don't have now. We'll need some cannons. Might need to set up a couple resources for that. Oops. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You can go right back there. Alright. Hello there, Hilo. Look at you. +4 first strike chances. If I get you guys on a hill, you'll be a terror. Let's see. 1 star. Nope, it's not 1 strength. Let's try 2. 2 stars. And there's amphibious. Two stars for amphibious. I don't mind it too much. We can make more of those. If it had been 3 stars, it would have probably been a bit too much. But 2 still lets me get a decent amount of city attack on the unit. So we'll go ahead and go with that. Boy, it's taken those skirmishers a while to catch up, hasn't it? Okay. I need to bombard this city more. It's got 13 composite bowmen in it. Yeah, I shouldn't try anything. We can wait until the artillery is ready to bombard it again. That's a tough city right there. Do you think they have a wonder in there? A castle type wonder? Oh great, this city's switched so it can start starving to death, and this one will in a second. And as usual, there's nothing I can do about it. Wonderful. Maybe if I could send bards in to keep them rioting? They won't starve as long as they're rioting. Somehow. Yeah, I think the worst thing about Caveman2cosmos is the way the borders don't move when you take cities. I know there's some civic later that changes it, but the way it works right now is terrible. It just results in massive loss of population when you're conquering, and it makes it utterly impossible to fight and just take a couple cities and make peace. It pretty much forces you to just conquer the enemy completely. In other words, I don't like it the way it is right now. The city has still got defenses. Still holding out. Alright. Where am I gonna put you? Why don't you give Anchorage another tile to work? Yeah. Yeah, they deserve a good tile to work. Should be arriving there soon. We know the next tile that needs work is going to be there. Ah, you can just sit there. All right. I think I should rename this entire place Australia. This entire continent down here. Okay. Oh yes, a pub and a tea house. Causeway. I'm still killing my units. Here and there. I'll have to go through all my cities one by one again between streams. Check all the buildings and all that. Ah, yes, you. Yeah, do that. Then do that. And then learn how to make canoes. Figure out the rest later. Alright. Finally, your defenses are removed. We'll go right back to that battlefield in a second. This is one that can be improved. Sure hope I don't have to go through and redo all these the moment I learn how to make dynamite mines. Go. Amphibious crossbowman. They're very good at making their crossbows work even when they're wet. It's an odd skill. Ah, good, these are here. Okay, these could become sloops of war. Let's see. The galleys could become whatever those are. Not familiar with that type of ship. Alright, get up there. Alright. Oh no, this battle's not done yet.
You're gonna get it now! Hello there to you! Back you round! Back you round!
Right. Oh, nope, not that one.
Hello there to
This one's healthy. From here, our mammoths are actually going to be fighting in frost, which is going to give them a massive advantage. That's actually what the mammoths are really good at, is fighting in cold terrain. And it's finally going to actually happen for the first time all game. We're going to be fighting in the... well, not the Arctic. We'll be fighting in the Antarctic, but hey. I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot of mammoth in this army. Although I could have even more, admittedly. I think I've got a good amount of mammoth. Yeah, that would probably help. Although at this point, I'm gonna wipe out these guys, and then I'm pretty close to getting the fixed borders thing, which is gonna change how the borders work. So any future wars... I'm not really planning to have any future wars, to be honest. As much as I like conquering, I think I'll settle for controlling 2 continents. And whatever there is ahead of me on other continents, I'm probably not going to want to pick a fight with it. Unless they pick a fight with me first. I'll probably shift into, just trying to get into space, really. I want to get to the sci-fi shit. Alright. Alright. Come on, grab every single unit. Come on, grab them. Grabs them. I don't know why there's kind of a delay between me clicking and them getting selected right now. It's very annoying. Alright. Alright, you. Just don't want any of you wandering off on your own next turn. You need to all be with the army. Good? Great.
You get one good, do not watch out. That's the good stuff.
Okay, not quite.
You're gonna get it now. You're gonna get it now. Don't give them no chance.
War dogs.
Yes.
Arsonist.
Don't give them
Siege
no chance.
ram.
You get whopped good. Do not watch out. You're gonna get it now.
Okay.
So tough.
Mine. Stone tool maker. Sure.
That's the good stuff.
One anti-melee.
Smack you round.
Okay, we got the anti-melee, we got the anti-cavalry,
Smack you round.
and 2 longbows.
Hello there.
One of whom is on range targeting, the other is on fortify. And just like that. This is all ready to now march down towards the next target. About 3 turns of marching ought to do. Then 2 turns. Then it's a long march to get to Papit. I probably need to send a scout along here just to make sure they don't have another city. Oh, you made this your capital, as far away from me as you could possibly get, huh? Let's run a quick check. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities that I can see visibly right now. They have 7. 7. Yep, still 2 cities unaccounted for. I don't know where they are. And it worries me. It worries me. Oh well. That's gonna have to be it for today, though. Much as I want to keep playing for another 72 hours straight. No. We have to stop here for now. Tomorrow is back to Mindustry, and I haven't quite... I cleaned up one of those 2 sectors. I still gotta hit the other one. And, yeah. I just gotta clean up one more sector, and we're good to go. Cities always control the tiles around them. Yeah, if I were to replay this mod, I'd definitely turn that on. Let's take a poke at this. Ugh, so many options. I don't suppose there's a way I can shift the difficulty. I thought Monarch would be fine when playing an unfamiliar mod, but... honestly, it might be a huge problem if I do. If I could change the difficulty, like, my economy might suddenly crash. I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure that that's something set in stone. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing I can touch. Ah, well. Yep. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Good night. And that's my alarm telling me I'm supposed to go to bed. Perfectly timed.